Hey everyone, welcome to my house. This is Alain Tremblay from Integrity Toys. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to assemble the Fashion Royalty Integrity Toys trunk for you to carry your favorite dolls in. Here I have the basic trunk with the handle on top. It's the one that's on sale right now on integritytoys.com/shop20. We still have a few left. Once you've seen this video, if you're interested, you'll be able to get one. The link to purchase it will be in the description below. So it's a very simple trunk. This one is not dressed up, obviously, so you'll be able to decorate this whichever way you want. This tutorial will only show you how to assemble the basic structure of the trunk. So we'll start. To begin, you will need a screwdriver, a Phillips kind. And if you don't know what a Phillips screwdriver is, it's the one that's shaped like a little cross or a little plus sign at the end. You will need a pair of pliers, and that's to fasten the hinges and the lock. Just a good old pair of pliers, just make sure it's in good shape so you don't end up damaging the chrome on the different pieces. And you will also need some double-sided tape. Eventually, I'll show you why a little bit later. This is mostly going to be used when you're ready to decorate your trunk, case, whichever way you want to call it. So we'll get going. Here are the components that you got in the big bag that you got. So here you have the front and back of the trunk. You will notice that there's little openings all around it. There's little holes here. That's where the handle is going to go. And then if you turn it, there's little square shaped slots, two here and two here. That's where the hinges are going to go. And then there's, on the other side here, there's one that's central, and that's where the lock goes. So obviously, the back side has the opening for the handle, and then the front side does not have it, right? Then you have a leather-covered handle and the little components, the hinges. So like you've got one big screw that goes through it like this. That you can start assembling right away. So the chrome screw that you've got here, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if the camera is focusing. All right, cool. So basically what you do, you just do this. You put the chrome base with the angle shape facing outward. You enter the little chrome screw, and it should align perfectly. Then you take your Phillips screwdriver and you screw it up like that, screw it in. So rinse and repeat on the other side so that both of them are the same. So that's going to complete the assembly of your handle, like that. Very simple, easy peasy. So your little handle should look like this in the end, right? Again, with the two tabs facing outward. Before you install the handle, you might notice that the covers have warped a little bit, so don't hesitate to twist them just a little bit, just to give them back their shape. That way, you're going to have a trunk that's a little bit straighter when you're done. But don't worry about it if it's a little bit twisted. It won't matter. By the time you've decorated it and you've installed all the components, it will be a little bit straighter. So basically, you take your handle that we just did. And remember, I'm only showing you how to assemble the basic trunk. That's very important, because if you want to decorate the case, you need to do this before you do the final assembly. All right? So you take the 4 black screws that are included with the handle, and then they should align perfectly inside those little holes. Everything is calculated. Same thing, there's corresponding openings under here. So you just go like this. Right now you can just twist them by hand just so that they lock in gently. Or you can do that with the screwdriver also. Like this, it should go right in. And of course, rinse and repeat. There's 4 screws that you need to install to secure the handle in place. Again, everything will be perfectly aligned. Like so. Sorry, I'm twisting this because I need to see what I'm doing. All right. And we've got 3. And don't hesitate to fasten them. You can go and like tighten up the screws pretty tight. The cardboard is not going to rip or anything. You want this, you don't want to drop your precious dollies on the ground, so you want to make sure that this is assembled correctly. one more turn here. We should have all 4 now. Here we go. So now you've got your back side and the handle is fastened, okay? Now, there's a block of foam that's included with the trunk that has the 2 hinges and the lock. So just be careful not to hurt yourself because they're pretty sharp. So we're gonna start with a hinge. As you can see, they've got these metal prongs here, and they're designed to fit in the openings on the thickness of the trunk. So you just push that in, as so, like that, and then you should be able to bend it just with your fingers, just if you're careful. If not, you can also tighten it with the pliers. That's why we have pliers. So you do both of them, the top and bottom, like so. From the exterior, not the interior, like that. And then you bend the metal pieces, like so. That's the one side. Don't worry if they're not pretty super aligned, it doesn't matter. That's gonna be hidden with another piece of cardboard that's also included in the set once you're done. So we're gonna do, now you can start attaching the cover, like this. Same thing, you align the openings. The hinges should go right through, like that. And then you bend down the prongs, like this. And then you do the same for the second one at the bottom. Like this. And like that. Okay? So then already you have your trunk. The base shape is there. Your hinges are installed. You're good to go. So what we're gonna do now is install the 2 pieces that correspond to the locket. So if you'll see there's 2 parts. There's the one that has the lock on it that basically has the, that one goes on the hinge, and this is the back part. So this one goes on the front, I'm sorry. So same principle as the hinges. And you just put that in, fold it. Be careful not to prick yourself because they're very sharp. And then as you'll notice, there's 2 holes here on the back piece and 2 prongs. So those will eventually align and fit into one another. So when you do the back end of the trunk, you need to expose the side that has the 2 holes there, and you need to just put it like that so that eventually the 2 will fit in like this, all right? So same thing, you just fold in the 2 prongs like that, and you're basically done. So this creates your basic shape of the trunk. And now you need to build in the interior components. So as you'll notice, you have these slats of cardboard here that are included with the set. There should be 4 of them, and those are what's used to solidify the entire trunk. Actually, there should be 2 of them, I'm sorry. So the way it works is that you put one here, like that, and then you'll use double-sided tape and glue that into place. So as you can see, there's a piece of cardboard here that goes against the hinge and will hide the metal prongs so they're not exposed anymore. So one goes in the front, and then there's also the top part that goes like this, I'm sorry, so like this, like that, right? So technically it will go like that. So to keep it in place, you can either use a glue gun or you can use the double-sided tape that I have here. Personally, I prefer double-sided tape because it's not as permanent and you can take it apart at will. This one, the one that I use is an industrial brand of double-sided tape, but you can use 3M brand. You should be able to get that at Michael's or any arts and crafts store pretty easily. So there we go. You put in a piece. You peel off the backing paper, as so, like so, and then you just come in, you put it like that. Make sure that it's nice and tight. Repeat for the bottom one. Like this. Like this. Voila. And then you just align the components like this and like that, and you should be covered. So this is going to give some strength to your case, and then you can, the lid will go on top of that, and it should fit perfectly afterwards. And then you've got your trunk. So the two lips will give it like a lot of stability. It'll be much stronger. All right. And now we're going to talk about Deco. So you'll see that the set includes a bunch of pieces of paper that were also included. I'm sorry, those two bands don't go with the trunk. You only get two. This one goes with the other demo. So in the set, you'll see you've got pieces of paper that were included. They look a little bit messy, I do agree, but they're your templates for you to be able to trace and put in the pictures that you want to decorate the case. So for example, the larger of the sheets goes inside the lid here as a liner. If you want to keep it white, you can just glue in this piece of paper, or you can use those exact dimensions to create your own, color it, you know, do anything special you want. And also you can use this piece as a guide to put a piece of cardboard here with two ribbons to be able to secure your dolls. So you'll see that there's two pieces of Gros Grain ribbon that are included with the case. So this one, once you've created your carrier, you can punch holes in the cardboard, put this through, and this is what you're going to use to tie your dolls to the case so it doesn't move. Again, a lot of people will use this as a diorama or a deco piece, so you may not even want to tie your dolls in, so that's why we left that option open. We didn't punch any holes or anything for that, so that you can do this if you want to. But it's a fun little project. I highly recommend. You can use wrapping paper, you can use wallpaper to do this and make it look really fun. I'd love to see what you guys are doing with it, so don't hesitate. If you bought one and you'd like to post in the comment section below what you did with the project, I would love to see what you did. Thank you. Don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. It's alain@integritytoys.com. I'll put my email address in the comment section below. If you haven't already purchased one, go ahead. It's on our website. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.